Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name's Laura and today we're gonna see who is fantasizing about you in this pick a card or pick a food tarot reading. So what I need you to do is relax, get a hydration source, some water, some warm tea, and ask Spirit, ask the universe, ask your higher self, who is fantasizing about me, who's still fantasizing about me that I should know about right now. And once you've done so, you can take a look at all three of these foods on screen. We have group number 1 with the pomegranate, group number 2 with the stew, and group number 3 with the bread. Just see whichever one of these your eye keeps going back to, you feel really drawn in towards intuitively, not even basing it off of like aesthetics or tastiness, okay? And once you've selected your group, you can skip ahead to your reading using the timestamps, or you can watch through. There will be a very few select of you who may feel drawn to more than one group, and that's totally fine. There may be more than one person fantasizing about you if that's the case. And as you watch your reading, just keep in mind this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate with you, that is totally fine. You can go back and select another group, or there just may not be any messages for you in today's reading. Take what resonates and leave anything that doesn't. And if you want a more specified reading for you, I do offer personal readings on my website. So let's begin. Hello, group number 1, and welcome. Let's see who is fantasizing about you. This is an exciting reading. I hope you all had a great 2023, by the way. I am literally filming this on New Year's Eve. My goal for 2024 is to make money and travel, so I am working, okay? And I will be traveling later this week. So these two cards are going to be the signifiers of who this person is. So they're being represented by the wolf spirit, okay? Very grounded, loyal. Okay, this person, here's the thing about them. They are quite predictable, meaning that they have their little schedule. What you get is what you get. You know, what they like is what they like. What they don't like is what they don't like. This person is very hard to change. Now that can be a good thing and a bad thing, depending on how you look at it. So the good thing about that is you always know what you're going to get with this person, which is great. The bad thing about that is if there's any attributes you don't like about this person, good luck changing them, okay? It's very earth energy, very strong, very loyal. If this person is in your life already and they're a friend or they're in a relationship with you, they're pretty much going to be there forever. You know, their behavior is not hot and cold, questionable. So that could be an indicator of who this person may be to you. You know, they're very consistent with how they go about life, which is a great thing. They could also have a lot of earth energy in their chart, and that would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. They don't have to though. And then we have the devil. Oh my God. Wow, what a funny card to be the signifier. And of course, I'm using the giant tarot as well for this one. All right. Well, you win some, you lose some. You know, for some of you, right off the bat, I feel like this could be talking about an ex of yours. Because the devil does signify like kind of being stuck on something or someone, having a hard time letting go. Like we see here two people who are chained up to this, and the chains are very lax. Like realistically, they could take those chains off and, you know, leave the situation behind, but they kind of like the chains, you know? Think of the devil, a good thing that can represent the devil is addictions. Where it's like, yes, in theory, you could put in the effort to stop at any point you want and, you know, make an effort towards healing. But you kind of want to keep those chains on. So that's something that the devil represents. And in a connection, having this represent, you know, their attraction towards you, this person feels very stuck on you, can't stop thinking about you. And I even feel like they know it's probably not healthy. They know they should probably move on, but they don't because they really enjoy the fantasy here. So that's why I'm being led to believe that for a lot of you who selected group number 1, this could be an ex or someone you have a history with, or there's like a dynamic here that's like forbidden. Ooh, for some of you, this could be like a coworker. Okay, it's a situation where logically, if you're using your brain, you would say, yeah, this person is a bad match for me because, we dated before, it didn't work out, or I work with them, it's not going to work out. So there's a forbidden element here. For a few of you, this could even be like a married person, or they're already in a relationship. So there's like a forbidden element here, which is very interesting. So as we go on and progress with this reading, you need to listen to your own intuition and think about who this may be talking about in your life. The situation will differ a little bit for everyone involved, but this next portion of the reading, you're definitely going to have to take with a grain of salt. Most of this is not going to resonate with you. Some of it may really resonate with you. We're going to get some signs, obviously. Okay, so they could be a Sagittarius, and just take whatever resonates here. They could be an Aquarius. We have Libra, Cancer. Okay, we have a lot of signs. Half of the zodiac coming out. We have Capricorn, and we have Scorpio. Okay, we're gonna get some more indications here. Again, if something really sticks out and you're like, oh my gosh, it's that person, that's the whole point of this part of the reading. But don't force anything to resonate if it doesn't resonate. Let's get some traits about who this person is to help you identify who it may be in your life. If anything wants to come out. We have grunge, goth, emo. So this person may have like an edgier aesthetic, like tattoos, or like I'm seeing like tighter pants, jeans, boots, like backwards hat, flannel energy, I just described a whole outfit. We have country and folky. Okay, so very different aesthetic here. Again, with the flannel though, cowboy boots, cowboy hat, or just into that whole thing, pickup truck driving, the glow of love. Okay, this person may either really love you, okay, not just like have a fantasy over you, which we do definitely see that with the devil and the wolf coming out. This is very sexual energy, so I'm just letting you know right there. For some of you, this person also actually loves you. It's like a romantic fantasy as well. And for a very select few of you, if this person is taken happily, that's a sign there as well. For the majority of you, this is not talking about a taken person. And you guys know, I would never, ever, ever in any reading suggest going after a third-party situation like that. Well, actually, it's not even me. When I do readings, I'm not giving my personal advice. I'm channeling messages, and never once has a reading said, oh yeah, you should go for that taken person. That's the best path for you. Like, I have not had a single one that has ever said that, okay? Has never come up before. So that's something to keep in mind here. I wouldn't go down that road. Just from what Spirit has shown me throughout the years of doing readings. We have, they could be the same height. They could be shorter than you. We have older than you. Okay, there could be an age gap. Shy. This person may come off as very shy, or like not opening up very easily. They have very distinct hobbies. Okay, so this would be something that's very unusual, or like really, really distinct and memorable for you. So they could be like a snowboarder or something. We have straight hair coming out. They could have straight hair. All right. I have other decks. We're gonna get two more decks filled with different traits that could possibly apply to them. And then we'll dive into how you know this person. All right, wow, that was a lot. Okay, that might have been too many cards. All right, we have the initial B, the initial L. We have, and this could be your initials, their initials, loving, and that would be first, middle, last name. Very polite. They come off as very polite, which is great. I love that. Polite, loving, good qualities. April may be significant. That could be your birthday, their birthday, or that could be the month you met, or a significant month for your connection. We have aesthetics. Okay, so they may have a very distinct aesthetic, distinct way of dressing. Definitely not the average dresser. And we saw that with these two styles coming out as well. We have tolerant. So this might be the type of person who may put up with a lot. Like you may notice they have friends who they don't necessarily like or don't share political opinions with or agree with, and they kind of like put up with it a lot, or like put up with like people pleasing energies, stuff like that. We have Mediterranean, so they could be from the Mediterranean. We have South Asia, they could be from South Asia. Or this could also be like you or them may have recently traveled there. We have confident. They come across as confident. Asia in general is coming out, and the initial V, okay? So if any of those things stick out to you and makes you realize who this person is, great. We're going to carry on though. So we're going to see how you guys know each other. Hopefully get some information there. All right, we have the Knight of Wands. All right, so a lot of you may have actually met on a dating app. I don't know why the Knight of Wands just makes me think of that. Knight of Wands is someone who likes to travel, meet new people. It's a very youthful energy, and it just reminds me of dating apps because, first off, the Wands suit in general is very sexual and, into that passion-y, like, oh, like, let me meet someone new and blah, blah, blah. So a lot of you may have met this person on a dating app or through like traveling, or they could be a traveler, an immigrant, something like that. We have the Star in reverse. Okay, very interesting. I feel a lot of Aquarius energy coming from this person for some reason, in addition to that Earth energy. They could be really focused on a certain ambition right now, such as progressing their career, getting some sort of degree, or getting a new job or something, or even like buying a house. There's an element about them that feels non-committal almost, where they're trying to figure their own life out first right now before they necessarily like feel ready to settle down. That's what I'm getting here. And if you were with this person, like if this is your ex, for a lot of you this is an ex, I feel like that may have been one of the reasons why you broke up, because they really were just in this energy of not being able to just settle, and I don't know, it's like they're trying to focus on their dream, their goal. And because they don't have that dream and goal in mind, I feel like their self-esteem is low because they're tying their self-worth to being able to provide or have a good career with lots of money. And they might not have that right now, which is really interesting. And because they don't have that right now, because they don't have that, self-esteem either, and they're working towards that ambition, in their mind, they're just like only focusing on very short-term casual dating. So if you were with this person in a long-term relationship, I feel like it might have been a situation where on paper they would say like, oh, we're committed, we're a long-term relationship, whatever. But you may have had to do a lot of sacrificing and not having a really full relationship where, say for example, like you post each other on social media, you meet each other's friends and family, you have all this holidays and like vacation together. It may have not been a full relationship if you were with this person. Now, for a lot of you, you may have not even have reached that level with this person because they're in a very non-committal place. This could have been a situationship as well. But yeah. Let's see, how do you know this person? Anything else? We have the Three of Wands reversed. Yeah, this is confirmation. They have low self-esteem because they have not reached their goals, their dreams, their wishes yet. This is also confirmation. A lot of these cards are showing that the town in which you have met them or know them is either not their hometown or country, or it's not yours. It feels like it's not theirs though, so they may not originally be from the area that you guys met. So they could have moved to your area for school or work or something like that. We have the Five of Cups taking place here, coming out here. Yeah, guys, almost all of you have a history with this person. I feel guided to say that, and that would explain why the Devil is coming out as well. This is an ex relationship or situationship for like 99% of you. Wow. If you are in the very small group of people where this is like a married person or someone who's in a relationship, I feel like this person is almost having like a midlife crisis kind of, or they're just not a committal person in general. All right. And they may be feeling like, oh, I missed out on my youth. I missed out on all these women or men I could have dated. And they're really missing that like freedom, that Knight of Wands energy of like, sowing their wild oats. Okay. So if you're in that subgroup, I'm just saying stay clear of this person 100%. We have Six of Swords coming out. Yeah. Further confirmation of immigration. We have the Seven of Wands, protecting one's peace. And we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This person that you were involved with was very, very slow to commit, to settle down, or they like kept putting it on the back burner. Like, why do we need a commitment now? Why do we need to figure things out now? Like, why can't we just, blah, 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 blah. Very slow moving. And I don't know how far you've gotten with this person in the past, but I would be really, really shocked if you gotten far at all. And if you did, I don't know what kind of spell you put on this person, what kind of strong manifestation abilities you got, and if you were in a relationship, I feel like this is a relationship where you really actually used your magic, your manifestation to get the relationship going in the first place. And it was just struggling because this person mentally, they're just in a very kind of selfish era of their life. And you know what? It's not that they're a bad person. I feel like they have very low self-worth because they're tying their self-worth to how much money they have, how successful they are in their career, what they have to offer physically. And also in a lot of cases here, unfortunately, this person has also tied their self-worth to like the quantity of women or men that they're with, which I've seen a lot of people do. It's very like immature behavior that's not psychologically sound. For example, I met someone and I was shocked. She was telling me how she uses dating apps to see all the people who liked her and swiped on her. And she will like ask them out on dates or have them ask her out on dates. She'll agree to the date. And then the people will show up to the date and she won't. She'll essentially ghost them. And she was telling me, like, joking, like, oh yeah, I do this for my self-esteem, like, ha ha ha. And I'm like, that is like borderline psychotic, first and foremost. You should seek therapy. And what? And now I'm not saying this person does that, but I feel like they have a similar thing where they're tying their self-worth to like how, like the quality of women or men they get with, how many want them, which is extremely unhealthy. But I do want to say this is common. It's unhealthy, but it's common. I've seen it a lot before. And again, you just want to steer clear of this behavior because it's not like psychologically sound. This may have been what you've dealt with this person in the past and why things did not work out or why things were very slow to get off the ground. It was actually, if you'd never ended up in a relationship with this person, just know that was your spirit guides like really protecting you. If you did end up in a relationship with this person in the past, it's because your own magic and ability to manifest this was stronger than your spirit guides' ability to protect you. Okay, because this was not good for you. And so that's the story of how you know this person. I definitely don't feel like you're still together, but they are certainly still fantasizing. Yeah, Two of Swords. You are stuck on their mind still to this day. Crazy stuff. Okay, anything else wanting to come out? We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. See, here's the thing. I feel like enough time has passed in this situation where the romantic love has had the ability to die down a little bit. How do I put it? They're more accepting of the situation, but they still have sexual fantasies towards you. You know what I'm saying? There's not a flow of romantic energy here. Or maybe you shut them down. Oh, Ten of Swords reversed. Yeah. Oh, actually, no, this is making a lot of sense. I feel like you closed your heart off to them, and it may have took you a while to do that. But you knew like this wasn't healthy, so it's what you got to do. And the reason why they think their attraction to you is toxic for them is because like you're over them, like you do not have feelings towards them. And Ten of Swords reversed, this is like dead, done, over with in their minds. Like you do not want any piece of them, but for some reason they can't stop thinking about you. 5 of Cups and 10 of Swords reversed. Yeah, this is definitely a failed relationship or situationship. And this person, 4 of Pentacles reversed, can't let you go. I was literally just about to say that. And this is the card of like not being able to let go of it, and they don't know why. Crazy. Let's get 2 more cards and then we'll take a look into their actual thoughts, feelings, fantasies. Oh my God, the Devil is coming out again. Again, that's twice in your reading, guys. Oh my gosh. Wow. This person has a lot of sexual feelings towards you, for sure. But, you know, also, here's the thing that I've noticed. Okay, when you have a relationship or a situationship and someone like you, here's what I think happened. You showed up like ready, you know, emotionally available, open to it, super hot. I feel like you were the whole package, really, you know. You're the type of person who would show up to dates like really like prepared, like dressed nice, you know, maybe shaved or like wearing makeup or doing your hair. Like you just went out of your way to make sure things were nice, you know. And you may have gifted this person something once or twice, and you communicated equally. I feel like you went out of your way to show this person that they can trust you. You went out of your way to, you know, make this person feel loved and seen and supported, heard, all that good stuff. Like psychologically, you are excellent in relationships. You are in a perfect place to offer this person everything they could have wanted. And it was one of those situations where they felt so great, and like you may have thought to yourself, why don't they treat me like a priority? Like, why does it seem like they're taking me for granted? The reason they were taking you for granted is because they felt very, very comfortable with you, because you went out of your way to make them feel comfortable, which is a great thing. And you should keep doing that in your relationships. However, they did not go out of their way to make you feel comfortable. They did not go out of their way to make you feel like you were in a safe connection. And so that may have caused issues here where you're like, hey, I have, wants and needs that aren't being met. Homie, like, what are you doing? And so that may have started the issues that led to the downfall of this, because you're like, hey, just letting you know, I'm a human being that has wants and needs as well. And you never had to ask me for your wants and needs to be met, because I just meet them standard. Like, that's just my standard relationship package, you know? That's my standard, like, I know you as a human being package, and you're not giving me the same in return. So, you having wants and needs and wanting to like figure out like, very normal stuff. Like, where's this going? Like, what are we doing here? I just think over time, it eventually like led to them having like a panic, because they were never in a place to offer something good and substantial. And you know why? It's because their foundation is toxic, and they're not a bad person. It's just, like I said, they have their self-esteem wrapped up in things outside of themselves, such as, how other people look at them, and the quality of people they can attract, and how much money they have, blah, 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 blah. You really can't be in a healthy relationship with someone who is like that. Okay, because even if you were to get into a relationship with this person, like, who knows, they go through a struggle. You go through a struggle in the connection, an argument, whatever. They take a hit to their ego, their self-esteem, and then they have to go refill that self-esteem. Where? By burying themselves with work, by trying to go out and make tons of money, by distracting themselves with other women or other men. Like, when your self-esteem is not self-sourced, it causes tremendous issues in connections. So there was never a strong foundation here to begin with. Okay, but the chemistry you shared with this person was very, very intense, very sexual. You guys feel like sexual soulmates almost. So I don't know, at least in their eyes. We have the 9 of Wands reversed. You were the best they had in that regard. Or even if they didn't have you, out of everyone they've seen, met, fantasized about, like, you were kind of number one here. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Nine of Wands reversed. This person is very scared to actually like reach out to you though and say anything. I'm not sure if they will. Because I'm definitely getting the vibe that they're like, if I even tried contacting group number one again, like they'd probably spit in my face, or, you know, in their eyes, it's like, you're this mental fantasy, you know, you're the one that got away, you're this sexual soulmate, this goddess, this god, whatever. And they're almost keeping you that fantasy because they feel like you can just do so much better. And again, that's their low self-esteem talking. This person, if this were to ever actually reach out, they would need some like counseling for sure. And if this was a relationship or situationship and you got back together, you would legitimately need like some deep relationship counseling in order for this to work. I don't feel like this is gonna work, but they are fantasizing about you. So that's the reading. But we're gonna see what specifically they would say to you if they were completely honest. Oh, and by the way, if you're in the group of people where this person is married or in a relationship, I feel like in their mind right now, they're thinking like, oh, I should keep group number one a fantasy where that could be safer. The weird thing is, this person knows that it's probably not healthy to be fantasizing about you, either because you're their ex, there's a history here, or they have literally another relationship. But weirdly enough, I feel like they're going to keep doing it. They don't care. They'll keep like, you know, looking at your profiles on social media, asking about you if you have mutual friends. Oh, we see my intentions are serious. Fascinating. Maybe, you know what? This is definitely a situation where if you were in a situationship, they made it seem like their intentions were serious. And in fact, weirdly enough, they may have convinced themselves that their intentions were serious with you. But again, their self-esteem is driven from their material life, their material accomplishments, the people who are interested in them. So, you know, they didn't meet their goals yet. So it just couldn't be serious anyways. We said, literally, I was just saying, I stalk you on social media. They're going to keep doing that. I wonder where you are and who you're with. That's a big one. Yeah, I feel like this is very, very strong here. They're constantly curious what you're up to, who you're with, what are you doing? Because I feel like you don't talk to them anymore, or you don't share those things with them anymore. And they're like extremely, extremely curious. I do get a little bit of jealousy from them as well. Like, oh, are you with other people right now? Are you still single? It's weird. Like, you're a serious fantasy in their head. They think about you a lot. But they don't reach out. And even if they did reach out, I don't think it would be healthy anyways. We have, yes, I play hot and cold games on purpose. This may have been them towards the end of the connection. If you felt like you started getting your intentions very serious, or like you just wanted to see where things were going, if things were actually starting to heat up in your connection and there were talks of like actually having a serious future with each other, and then you notice that they would just like not answer as much, and they'd be like, oh, well, I'm just busy with work, like I've been working a lot, blah, 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 blah. Yes, they were doing that because they didn't feel like they had the self-esteem or they didn't feel like they had anything to offer you, really. And, you know, they have unhealthy ways of coping with that stress. You know, when we're stressed out, we just want to be confident and at peace again. And when like I said, your self-esteem is wrapped up in your material accomplishments, or even worse, you know, other people who are around you, when you get stressed out, you know, you're going to start working a lot. You're going to start distracting yourself in that way. So that's what they were doing, and that may have been them towards the end of this connection. But yeah, they are really, really curious about what you're up to constantly. All right, let's get some more cards here. We're going to get some cards from the Lovers Oracle. That came out really fast. Sorry, I have a dirty mind. I just thought to myself, like, oh, I wonder if this person comes really fast when they're with you. We have this card. I'm sorry, guys. Listen, you're the one that clicked on this video. I can't help you. We have look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. Yeah, that's what this person needs to do here. Some self-reflection. Anything else? Anything else from the Lovers Oracle? Going once, going twice. There was a card that came out, and going thrice. 2 cards that came out. All right, we have this card right here, and you know what? I'm looking at this and I'm like seeing it almost like as a dream-like vision. This person may have actually literally had a dream where you were laying in bed naked next to them, or they have a daydream about this little scene a lot where you're just like in bed next to them, with them, sleeping next to them. And it says, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. Yeah, here's the thing, guys. I do feel that this person has it. How do I even describe the feeling I'm getting? It's like they have romantic, loving feelings for you, but for some reason, they just like don't know how to say that or acknowledge it within themselves. You may have got the vibe from this person that even if they were in love with someone, they wouldn't know it, because it's almost like they confuse all romantic feelings with sexual feelings. So this person may have came off as like hypersexual, really, really sexual. And it's because like, I don't even know how this happened. This is a weird reading. I've never experienced this myself, so it's hard to describe this feeling, but like, this is someone who just blended those two together, or maybe I wonder if there's a language barrier between you guys, because it feels like the word sexual and the word romantic, in their mind, those are the same thing. Like, they're the same energies. And so it's really confusing, not only for you to differentiate, like, does this person actually like me, or are they just into me for my body? But it's hard for them to differentiate that. And you know, there's been a lot of talks when there's a language that lacks a certain word. Okay, for example, I remember hearing something that like in North Korea, they don't have a word for gay, they don't have a word for rape, they don't have a word for, you know, these things that are very important to talk about. And because the word literally does not exist for them, and I don't know that if that's true, by the way, so don't quote me on that. But since the word literally doesn't exist, it's like you can never talk about it. You can't analyze it deeper. You can't really dive into it. Does that make sense? And so I feel like in this person's mind, they really confuse romantic love with sexual feelings, and their actions may show that as well. Wow. And then we have this card right here, and it says twin flames, your passion ignites. You guys know that I hate the whole twin flame movement, so I'm not even going to dive into that. But I will say with this card, you guys had extreme chemistry. Like, it felt like you were very compatible. It felt like the sexual and romantic tension was very palpable, extremely strong. Possibly, if you guys have done things with each other, you both might feel like this was like the best person you've shared that part of you with. And, you know, they still continue to this day to fantasize about it. So it was very spiritual. And even if you're not into this person at all anymore, you're like, ugh, you know, to them, like that depth that you were offering them at the time, that soulfulness that you offered, and the whole fantasy of you, they still, to this day, kind of like obsess over it. And you know what's weird? I just got this message in my head that for some of you, the entire reading, the entire time we've been doing this reading, you were like, oh yeah, it's this one person, it's this one person, it's this one person. And I feel like maybe the past couple of seconds or the past minute I've been talking, you realized, oh my God, it's also this person. I don't know why, I just got that feeling from some of you where you just were like, oh my gosh, it's also this person. And whoever this second person is that's coming in for you right now is probably someone you have not even spoken to in years, is what I'm feeling. And you didn't even realize some of the similarities that they have with the newer person that you're like, oh my gosh, it's this person. So this may actually be a reading where we're talking about two different people fantasizing over you still to this day, which is crazy. And you may have long forgotten this person existed, which is why, they didn't come to your mind right away. But no, they're literally still all about you, still in their mind, like in love with a fantasy. You know how some people like fall in love with like anime girls, for example, or like some sort of fictional character. It's a similar thing, but this person actually knew you in real life, and you may have actually shared something with them. And if you dig deep into your intuition here, you'll know who I'm talking about. And I want to give you a clarifier. This person always, and I see this very specifically for some of you, always watches your Instagram stories or your Facebook stories or wherever you like post on social media. They always watch. Okay, they may not always interact like liking, but like they're always like lurking in the shadows on your social media. So that may be another indication of who this person is. Wow. All right, let's get some final messages from them. And now for a lot of you, this is two people we're talking about, but they're so similar, they're able to come through in one reading. Okay, what are their channeled messages? If they were to tell you exactly how they feel, what would they say? Okay, that was a lot of cards. I don't know if I'm going to take this one. Let's see what came out. We have Temperance. I have so many emotions for you. It's hard to hold it together. I just try to remain calm and unbothered on the surface. Five of Swords. I can't handle stress and conflicts. Exactly. I'd rather just walk away than resolve it. And that's exactly what happened here. Yep. And you feel this, and that's why you're weirded out by them, kind of, and because you can psychically feel their energy, like still fantasizing over you, but it's like, you're the one that walked away. You're the one, like you had the chance and you squandered it. So why are you still like, why am I still psychically feeling your energy? We have King of Cups. I'm very sensitive and selective with my companions, but once you're in my heart, you'll have a place there forever. Interesting. First off, I feel like this is you in a sense, but this is really showing, I think this is their genuine feelings for you. Like, you were in my heart, you'll have a place there forever. Like, I will always think about you. I will always love you. I am seeing, this is going to sound weird because I don't even want to say this. I was going to say, weirdly enough, I almost don't even want to say it. It kind of feels like a fatherly love. Now hold on before you click off. I feel like it's just like they genuinely care about you and they watch you like at a distance to see like what you're doing in life, because they want the best for you. But yeah, they I don't know why I said that. Maybe for some of you, this is someone who you call daddy. I don't know what kind of weird kinks you got, okay? Like, okay. We have the Four of Swords. I'm healing and reflecting right now. We need to pause this temporarily. I should probably get therapy. LOL. Yeah, you don't say. We literally said that earlier. If this were to even work out, definitely this person needs therapy. There's no doubt about that, okay? And they're acknowledging it, and they're laughing about it, so, take that as your answer. If you still hold space for this person in your heart or in your life, don't wait for this person, because they know exactly what you want. They know exactly what they need to do. And they're not. They're just laughing about it. Okay, so, man, we have the Seven of Swords. My intentions are not pure. I want to take more than I give. I play games because I don't view this as serious. If you just want a fun time, I'm your person. Exactly. So if any of you are contemplating, like, will this work out? The answer is no. Cheating, betrayal, and heartbreak has destroyed my ability to love right now. We have, I might move slowly in relationships, but I am dependable. I can be your rock if you give me a chance. That's the Knight of Pentacles that came out there in reverse there. So too slow moving. King of Pentacles, I'm happiest in a settled relationship. I want to protect and provide for you. See, here's the thing that confuses you. This person, like we said, there's romantic love here. Okay. They nonstop fantasize about you. You guys have a lot of chemistry. You know that they would be so happy in a settled relationship. They know that as well. But they're not willing to literally do the little bit of work required, the little bit of inner work, reflection work required to cultivate a healthy one. So there's nothing to do here. We have the Queen of Swords. Your intelligence and confidence is intimidating, but I am so attracted to you. Will you let me in your heart? Yeah, that's the thing. They know that you don't tolerate BS. They deeply respect you. You have bad bitch energy, and this person is afraid to mess this up. That is why they don't reach out to you. But they think you are incredibly intelligent, very confident, having your life together, and it's intimidating to them. So they, stay within their fantasy land. We have the Three of Wands. I want to be weird with you, travel with you, experience life together, and reach our goals. This is another part of their fantasy. If they're ever out traveling or like out on the town, they have this little like visualization in their head of like, what if group number one was with me right now? Like, what would we do? How nice it would be to like hold their hand or hold them or whatever. Or if you did travel with this person before, they think back to that a lot. We have the Four of Cups coming out. I want a soulmate relationship, but I'm unwilling to open up emotionally and put in the work. We literally just said that, okay? Wow. Standards that are too high. And this comes off as them having high standards. Pfft, yeah, right. This person... It's funny. They may come off that they have high standards, but this is like the lowest standard person. It's they need to drop their expectations and standards. Okay? And here's the thing. To be in a relationship with you, someone should have high standards because you're a high quality person. This person offers like nothing, so they need to drop their standards and find less. Okay, find less than what you have to offer. Wow. Yep. So there's your reading, guys. If you're in any way remotely contemplating like, oh, would I be able to get back together with this person, or will this work out? I would say fat chance. And I hate to say that because it's one of those situations where you'd be so good together. Like there's a lot of compatibility here. But the cards are just saying it straight. Like this person is unwilling to put in the work, and they know they need to put in work. They know what they need to do. They're just unwilling to do it, which is what makes it even worse. So it's easier to be in a relationship with you in their head, in their fantasy. And it seems like that's what they're going to continue doing for many years to come. Meanwhile, you deserve a lot better. So thank you guys for joining me. I would love to hear your stories down below. Comment how this resonated. I want the juicy details, so let me know. Subscribe to the channel if you've not already. Welcome if you're a new subscriber. We post pick a card readings here at least once a week, and I'm starting to do single readings, and sometimes I'll have the occasional chit chat. So it's a good vibe, good time. Like this video, and if you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 2, and welcome. Let's see who is fantasizing about you. So these two cards are going to be the signifier representing who this person is. So they're being represented by the otter, which is a very playful energy, water energy. They could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. They don't have to be though. And this is very loving, flirty, fun, youthful, playful, silly. They're like giving silly goose energy. I don't know how else to put that. Yeah, they're really sort of romantic as well, which is really cute. And we have death. Okay, could be Scorpio for sure. If not, I am very interested as to why this death card came out. Group number 1 had a reading where it was definitely an ex or like an old situationship. Now you have the death card, which again is saying, I think this might be someone from your past. Now here's the thing that's weird to me. Group number 1, like their reading was all about them not being in a good place. Like they're acknowledging like, oh, I need therapy. I need to fix this. I need to fix that. I'm not going to do it though. I'm not going to do any of the hard work needed to stay together with you. And I almost feel like that may have been this person in the past, but they have done a lot of healing and, like they gotten a lot better. This is water energy, which is extremely healing, spiritual, psychological, emotional. And you're still separated, yes, but this may be like a second crush coming up. Does that make sense? So you may have separated with someone, or this could even be an old friend for some of you. You may not even have any history with this person like that. This may have just been someone you used to talk to in some capacity, or used to see a lot more in some capacity. For whatever reason, you guys separated, or, it could have just been life. It could have been a breakup. I don't know. And I feel that there was enough time and space where you both got over your feelings for each other. And now for some reason, there's a little spark reemerging within this person. I'm even looking at the otter, looking at this death card here, like this ending. And it's like, oh, you know what? Like, So very, very interesting. And Spirit uses examples from my own life and they pop it into my brain. And I'm thinking back to this time where I dated this guy and we were like perfect for each other. But, we were extremely young, so it didn't work out for, extremely young and dumb reasons. And we separated for like 2 months, which, we were teenagers. So at the time it felt like, 2 years. And I felt the same energy from him right before we got back together. I'm feeling it for this person here. So this must be someone you used to talk to, date, or spend a lot of time with in the past. And again, it doesn't have to be romantic. This could be an old friend. This could be just an old neighbor, something like that. And I'm getting these warm, fuzzy feelings from them again. And these feelings do feel more romantic than, say, like group number one's was more sexual. This is like a warm, fuzzy feeling on the inside again. Okay, now this part of the reading, I need you to take with a grain of salt. None of this could resonate, and that's totally fine. This could still be your reading, or there could be some of it that resonates, and it's just a little extra bonus sign that this may be your person. We have tattoos and markings and scars, so they may have some sort of like thing on their skin that's very aesthetic, very cute, a very distinguishable scar, tattoo. We have the glow of wisdom. Interesting. Okay. This person is not dumb. Okay, let me just say that. They have common sense. And they may have actually gone on like a personal journey of healing, learning, experiencing more of the world. So if they're coming back around, they're coming back very, very different than how they were before. So that's really interesting. I do wonder if some of you have recently caught up with an old friend or something. Here's the thing for some of you too. I'm not sure if you're in communication with this person yet. Maybe we'll see more with the tarot. But this could even be someone you haven't talked to in a very long time. And for some reason, they're just thinking back to your connection and they're just thinking back to it fondly. They may have had a dream about you, actually. Like, you may have went your separate ways, not have even like had feelings for each other for a long time. Then they randomly have a dream about you. And they're like, this is an interesting feeling. So we'll get some more signs, possibly. We have Aquarius. Okay, they could be an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, especially Sun. Leo, same deal. Capricorn. And Taurus. Okay, so they may be one of those signs. They might not be. Let's see what else we got. If you find out who this person is with your intuition, comment it down below. I love hearing your stories. But definitely listen to your intuition when it comes to who this may be. Maybe the last time you saw this person, they didn't have a certain scar or tattoo, and now they do. I'm seeing for some of you. Or like piercing even. They could be the same height or shorter. Again, not all of these are going to resonate, but let's go with it, around your same height. We have shy. You may either not be in contact at all, or this person is just a shy person. We have dad/mom bod, so that could be their body type. They have distinct hobbies. So what this means is that like they have a hobby that's very original to them, very unique. Like, oh, I have this one friend who skis. You know, I have this one friend who collects antique books. You know, it's a very distinct hobby. Straight hair, possibly. Nice, with an exclamation point. So this person is just generally very nice. And I got that from the outer as well. This is a nice person. They don't have bad intentions. Again, intelligent. I don't know why I view this person as a reader, so they could read. And insecure. Okay, they may be a little bit insecure. You know, I'm getting like nice boy, nice girl vibes, but not as creepy. They're just a genuine nice person, but because of that, they may have been taken advantage of a lot in the past. And I wonder if they, you know, went off, had their own edgy life experiences and came back with wisdom now. And for some reason, they're just thinking about you. So really interesting. I would be having, you know, be on high alert here if any of you watching have recently met up with like an old friend, an old ex, or someone, you know, from the past. I would keep high attention on that right now because it feels like a situation like that. All right. South Asia, there could be something about them in South Asia. They could be South Asian. They could have traveled there. Something about that. We have the initial E. Okay, that is an E. I know my handwriting. The initial A, and this could be your initial, their initial, first, middle, last. It could be the initial of like a significant town or country. We have friendly. Yeah, here's the thing. When I got the shy card, for some reason, I felt like, but they're not really shy. They might be shy at first, but they feel more extroverted a little bit. We have Mediterranean, so they could be Mediterranean in some way, either by heritage or from there directly. We have Pisces coming out as another sign. We'll put that up there. Animal care. They could have animals, take care of animals. You may have shared that. Taurus coming out again, so that's twice now. We have another E. There could be like a double E in their name or something. We have K, Kai, Ki. We have March. So the month of March may have been significant. That could be a birthday of yours or theirs. That could be an anniversary day. That could have been the last time you saw this person, talk to them, something like that. Okay, so those are your signs. I believe that should be all of them, right? Yeah. Okay, so next we're gonna see how you know this person. How do you know this person? We have the 9 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I just keep getting this feeling like you both went off and did your own thing for a while. You may not have seen them in a while or like at all, like really at all in a few years or something. It's very interesting energy, but you had a lot of similarities is what I'm seeing. This is a situation where you had to like separate and find yourselves before coming back together. Even if it's like, I was gonna say even if it's just friends, this is literally a reading talking about who's fantasizing over you. But they definitely see you living your own little life, thriving, glowing, successful, and that spark is there again. It's so strange how these feelings, you know, you could go years without seeing someone and then have these feelings die down and then they just randomly come back. It's so strange. We have the 8 of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you both went your separate ways, and communication may have recently just stirred back up, which is why they're feeling this spark, this energy. I would, you know, another thing I'm seeing here, I would be surprised if this is a situation or someone who it's like you separated and then you only spent a few months apart. That could be the case for a few of you. For the majority of you, I'm honestly feeling like this is years apart from this person. And you both grew and developed and everything matured, you know, gained some wrinkles and some gray hairs. And, you know, it's so strange how the feeling emerges once again. But this time around, much healthier because you both took the time to love yourself, to like release that. It feels like it could have been codependent in the past, a codependent attachment. This person may have recently come back around for some reason, or if they have not, they are definitely thinking about reaching out to you. So I would pay attention. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles reversed. For some of you, this is someone in the past who you had a very serious relationship with. I do see that. and some of you could have even been married to this person, I'll be honest, or talking about marriage, planning marriage, or moving in, or children and all that stuff, you know, deciding children's names and kitchen colors like that. King of Swords reversed. Very interesting. This is further confirmation, there was no contact for a while. And it was in that no contact that you were both able to evolve. So this is like the plot to like a rom-com, guys. I love this. Wow. Wow. And you know what? It was poor communication that may have separated you in the first place. Exactly. 10 of Swords reversed. That's further clarification. King of Swords, 10 of Swords reversed. No communication for a while. And this is a weird situation, guys. If you selected group number 2, you would have never thought that this person would still be having these feelings for you or still want to come back around. Like, it really, time has passed here. It is very unexpected, I feel. Like, there was you and them were convinced, like, this is just done, it's over. There's really no going back at all. And for some weird reason, they find themselves having these feelings sparked up again. Now, I will be honest with you, the feelings did go away because time and space, you know, that's natural. But I don't know what happened. They must have had a dream about you, or like just randomly started thinking about you again. Some weird like midlife crisis energy here. Page of Wands in reverse. You guys were very immature back when you were together, back when you knew this person. You had big adult feelings and not a lot of tools to, you know, handle these feelings healthily. We have the Hierophant. Yeah, this was someone you either were married to, thought about marrying. It was serious. You guys were all about each other. There was like a traditional element here. This is really, really interesting. All right, let's get some more. How do you know this person? What's the story here? They look back on this with fondness. I feel like enough time has passed where all of the negative codependent energies you guys once shared are completely dead and gone. You needed space from each other for these energies to be let go of. And, you know, that's the beautiful thing about the passing of time. It releases the traumas, it releases the negativity, and all that exists is the unconditional love that was present in the first place. So it's so beautiful what time can do to relationships. 9 of Swords reversed. This was, in fact, someone you were close to in the past, that you cried over in the past. There was mental health issues specifically that got in the way of the two of you working out and being together. Wow. Yeah. Unresolved mental health issues. Someone may have, I'm seeing depression in particular. Someone may have had very bad depression and, you know, they weren't doing anything about it. And that depression may have gotten in the way of this relationship. We have the Emperor coming out. Things have been taken care of. Okay. I feel like while you were separated, you both really took care of yourself, healed, moved forward in life, achieved a lot. I definitely see a lot of achievements as well. Or if you're looking for a timing message, like if this person reaches out, when will they reach out? It will be after a big achievement of theirs. Such as like graduating, getting a promotion, moving. The Magician's coming out. Wow, I really feel like this person's going to reach out if they haven't already. This is crazy. They're going to try manifesting you again. All right. I feel like, you know, Queen of Cups. Oh my God. They literally came out together. King and Queen of Cups are right next to each other. They came out. Whoever this person is, they have deep loving feelings, unconditional loving feelings. It truly is unconditional because like the time has passed. And the negative elements of your relationship that once existed have dissipated. And all that's left is their unconditional love for who you are as a person. This was a beautiful, deeply emotional, creative, spiritual almost connection. This was a connection, like, again, like this was like talking about, you know, sitting on rocking chairs on the patio when we're older, picking out kitchen paint colors, thinking about future baby names, that type of love, you know, very innocent, where you literally had that. You were literally together, 10 of Pentacles, King and Queen of Cups, like you had that with each other. Why did the screen just get dark? This person fantasizes about getting back together with you. This isn't even like a sexual reading. This is like, I want to get back together with you. Wow, that was weird. That card just stood up on its side. We have the Six of Swords reverse. Yeah. Yeah, in the past, I feel like there was a lot of potential, but you guys just couldn't find a way to get to a peaceful place together. You know, there may have been some arguing, some, ups and downs. A lot of emotions were shared between you as well. It was emotionally rocky for sure. The past was not perfect. And again, you didn't have the tools back then to work it out to get to shore, now you both went your separate ways and became kings and queens on your own, whereas before you were just pages, children. You felt like children before, not knowing what you're doing. You both really matured, settled down in life, and you have the tools now individually, and they fantasize, what if we tried again? What if? Or, here's the thing I just realized. I feel like for some of you, if this person's coming back, and I just saw 111 as I had this thought, so I'm going to say, I was debating for a moment. I'm like, this is a really bold statement I'm about to say. For some of you, this person's going to try coming back and proposing to you. I know that's insane. I know that's crazy stuff, but I feel like they might do it. I feel it. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Wow, yeah, this is someone who is fantasizing about a second chance with you. How they would grow it, how they would want to commit to you, put a ring on your finger, have something serious with you. If this isn't someone you've broken up with, this could be someone you're literally currently with, I just realized, for a few of you, or this separation may have been temporary, like traveling separation or just overcoming some issues on your own. Wow, okay, I want to get some more channeled messages here. This is a really beautiful reading. I feel like you guys are soulmates. This is a soulmate that didn't work out in the past. And I don't know why. I don't know what triggered them suddenly having these feelings for you again. It could be the smallest of things, really. Wow. This is this is the card that came out from the Lover's Oracle, and it says, the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Exactly. This didn't work out in the past, and you gave it time, you gave it space. The past dissipated, and this person is fantasizing what lies in the future with group number 2. What if this was able to work out this time around? And you know what? I honestly feel like if you were to give it a shot with this person, it might just work out. It really might. And it says this. Oh, this is your second card. It is important right now to take a step back and spend time alone. Exactly. This is huge confirmation. That's what you had to do. Take time alone instead of placing your focus on one another. Now is the time to give to yourself. This is what your relationship needed. Wow. If you were to hear this love story before you hooked up with this person in the first place, I don't think you would have even wanted it. If I were to tell you back then, hey, you're going to fall in love with this person. You're going to be with them for like a few months, few years, and then you're going to break up. You're not going to see each other for many, many months or many, many years. And then you're going to rekindle this romance and get back together. And then it'll be good that time around. Like, you would have been like, absolutely not. I'm not hooking up with this person. So Spirit couldn't tell you the full story of how this was going to take place back then. But they're telling you now. You guys needed to connect with each other so the connection wouldn't be lost. Okay, and then you had to go your separate ways to work on yourselves, your individuality, because in the past there was some codependency there, only because you were both just young and naive, and didn't know how to work things out appropriately. So you needed to go and have your own separate life adventures. And now I'm seeing a rekindling. Oh my gosh, I'm thinking of my old math teacher too, whose love story is exactly like that. She dated this dude for years. She felt like she needed to experience the world more. They broke up, and then they got back together like 18 years later and married. Almost immediately after they started dating again, they got married. This is the third card. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Oh my God. This is a Hallmark love story. I can't believe this. I have chills too. Look at this. Look, you see those goosebumps? You see those goosebumps? You gave me those. This love gave me those. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if you're going to want this person back, but this is what they're fantasizing about, guys. You know, that's what the reading's all about, is it not? So, yeah, let's see specifically what they would tell you if they were being completely honest about all their feelings for you and their perspective. Here, I think this card wants to come out. My intentions are serious. Exactly. This person's going to possibly try coming back. I think they will. I really think they will. If they have not already, their intentions are very serious. For some of you, actually, this is someone who you're already kind of dating and feeling out again. I would be surprised if you didn't have a history with them. If this is someone you're like currently dating, feeling out, and it resonates with them, but for some reason you weren't with them in the past, you know, this could still resonate. This could still be your reading, and their energy is very serious towards you, and this person legitimately is thinking about things like marriage and long-term energies, and I don't think they're going to wait. I really don't think they're going to wait that long. Like, they want you. They're not going to screw this up this time around. I am jealous. We will stay the same in time. We will stay the same in time. I don't remember what I was thinking when I wrote this, but I feel like if you have a past with this person, it's almost like when you catch up, it's like you're still the same people. The love is still there. The love is still the same, which is beautiful. I get nervous around you. I will not tolerate toxic behavior from you. Yeah, they grew. They grew. I share all my feelings with you, and I plan on ascending our level of commitment. Guys, I need to clarify for you, this deck, I would say about half of the cards in it are very negative. So the fact that you got all these really good cards, like, just goes to show that this person legitimately fantasizes about marrying you. I am seeing that. Like, I want to marry this person. We are king and queen of cups. Even if you're same gender, it doesn't matter what your gender is. Like, this person fantasizes about ruling with you. With you by my side, anything is possible. And it's so strange because it's like old feelings of love is being stirred up once again, and it feels the same. And years, months may have passed. It's so crazy. I'm also seeing this card here, and there may be something about your chest that they fantasize about. I don't care what your gender is, this person be fantasizing about them titties. So, moving on, or your pecs, you know. Even just like laying on your chest. Oh my God. Beautiful energy. So there is that too. Just to be clear, there is that as well. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Yes, this is coming out again. Wait, didn't it come out? Yeah, 10 of Pentacles right there. It's coming out again. And look at that. Let's get married, start a family, and buy our dream house. Emotional maturity has been reached. Long-term commitment, family, similar values, and culture. Yes, this person is literally fantasizing about that. 9 of Swords, which is coming out again as well. I stay up late at night worrying about this connection, worrying in general. My mental health is poor right now. This may have been the person who had the depression issue in the past, who may have overthought in the past, having very high anxiety, low energy, insomnia, mental health issues affect this relationship, unhappiness in life. That may have been the issues you dealt with in the past. This person still deals with mental health issues. That's not just going to magically go away, but they develop the coping skills, the maturity, and everything they need to handle that and have a healthy relationship, which is amazing. Wow. Or they're doing that, you know, they don't have to be perfect either. You don't have to be perfect as long as you're on the journey of healing and wanting something healthy, something great. Like, that's all you can ask for. Sorry. We have Ace of Wands. Oh my gosh, I am so sexually turned on and passionate about you. Exactly. We saw that chest action there. Raw animalistic passion. They want to see you more. Their body craves you. Physical, hormonal compatibility. They think about you sexually. I think all of this is being reawakened within them, which is so crazy. It's a weird feeling to tune into in a reading. I've never had a reading like this, really. Wow, I just said I love. That wasn't even what it said. I have so much potential. You have so much potential. We have so much potential. Potential if both people are willing to work and someone is just starting out in life. Yeah, this person keeps fantasizing like, oh my God, this has so much potential to be a thing again. We have Page of Cups. I want to rush into romance, but maybe we should slow down and just have fun. Exactly. This person is healthy this time around. Of course, they want to dive in. They want to like propose to you tomorrow. All right. But they're like healthy this time, serious this time. It's going to work this time. Let's not push our luck this time. All right. Which is really cool. Knight of Swords. Yeah. I have an obsessive personality. I'm always looking for change and growth. This is, yeah, rushing quickly into this. They really want to rush into your arms. They really just want to message you right now. Dive headfirst into this. However, they are consciously aware that of like everything that goes into a healthy relationship now. So they're being very mindful of that. And then we have Judgment, which is literally the card of getting back together. All right. I'm trying to make a decision about this connection, addressing past issues, realizing the potential. A spiritual awakening was triggered. For some reason, their emotions were re-triggered. This relationship is about to change. Possible reconciliation. I am not even joking, guys. This is someone you have a past with. You went off on your own separate journeys. You lost feelings for each other, and for some reason, they are being woken back up within this person like a silent sleeper agent. The spirit guides, spirit has reawakened this energy because it's like you're both mature to explore this now. Here you go, have fun. Thank you for separating for the time being, though. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below. I need the tea. You need to let me know the tea here. Who is this person? Okay. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And I will catch you guys later. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, link to that's in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 3. Let's see who's secretly fantasizing about you. So whoever this person is, they are being represented by the camel spirit. They could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is very mature, actually. This is someone who is probably well-educated, very intellectual, or they could even be like an entrepreneur. You know, the camel spirit is someone who they are in things for the long haul. So they may be doing a very long program at school, getting their higher education. They could be a business owner, really in it for the long haul and working hard because they know that one day it'll pay off. I'm also seeing they could be into real estate for some reason, so investments, things like that. This person is very patient and long-sighted. I just got the message they may literally be far-sighted, like with their vision. Having a hard time reading things up close, I guess. And yeah, it's just a very mature spirit overall. They are having the capability to see how immediate gratification does not always pay off. So that is great to see, but let's see what else comes out. They're being represented by the Hierophant, which is traditional, okay, a spiritual leader. And you know, this is someone who is taking the traditional approach in life, I want to say. So like I said, they could have, you know, went to school and got their degrees and are getting into a career and they have like a retirement account. And then it's like after they do all of that stuff and establish all of that stuff for themselves, then they start looking for a relationship and, you know, eventually family, marriage. It's like they're taking the very traditional approach in life. They may have very traditional parents, family, background, culture, and they're just used to following that order of how things are done. So we do see that there. The Hierophant is also someone who does value marriage and, again, long-term relationships. The only thing that I'm seeing would be weird about this person is, like, if you were to meet them before, say, they, I don't know, got their career together, graduated school, whatever, they may not be as open to a long-term relationship. They're very, like, I'm seeing there's a certain order of doing things in their mind. And so they may be a little bit more prone to normalcy, I guess I could say. They could be a little bit more prone to, like, feeling pressured to do what everyone else is doing, to follow a certain routine, a certain order of doing things, as opposed to being a very free-thinking individual. But it's weird, you know, they do have some free-thinking tendencies, especially like intellectually, and you know, they are very intelligent, well-read. They know a lot about a lot of different subjects in life. They're constantly in the student-teacher energy, so they love sharing what they know with other people. I just got the message, some of you may have felt in the past, if you know this person closely, that they may have like mansplained to you, or is there like a female equivalent to mansplaining? They may have done something that like that to you, but it's not like trying to be condescending. It's them just being really excited to teach things that they're knowledgeable about to other people. And so yeah, I don't know, this person may also be very cultured. They may speak multiple languages or just know a lot in general. Okay, so we are seeing that. Now this next portion of the reading, none of it could resonate with you. A lot of it could resonate with you, but it's certainly not all going to resonate with you. This is going to help you guys really, figure out who this person is. And we're going to get different signs, character traits, and everything. Like I said, it's not all going to resonate, but if something really sticks out to you, go with it, because, this is just trying to help you listen to your intuition about who this person is for you. Let's get one more zodiac sign. One more zodiac sign. There we go. Okay, so this person may be having strong Sagittarius placements, and this would be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And I always view the camel spirit as very Sagittarius, so we have Scorpio, we have Taurus, and we have Virgo. So they may have one of those signs very strongly. They don't have to though. Or they may act like one of those signs. So well-traveled, intense, passionate, very, very like set in a certain way of doing things with these earth signs over here. They rarely deviate from their comfort zone. Well, it's not that they don't deviate from their comfort zone. They deviate from their comfort zone when it comes to certain life experiences and learning experiences. But I feel like they ground themselves in the traditions, in the traditional ways of doing things. It's a very interesting person. I feel like if you were to see this person on the streets, they would blend in. But it's only when you really have deep conversations with them that you see their authentic, unique soul. I almost wish this person would allow themselves to be more themselves. Okay, let's see what this says. Bohemian. Yeah, I could see that. They might have a bohemian type of style. Okay, I'm definitely seeing a lot of traveling. They could be well-traveled, be into traveling, or be like not originally from where you guys first met. We have country and folky vibes. We have the glow of success. Okay, so they may be successful or building that success. And we have the glow of wisdom. So yeah, they are wise. They do have a lot of intelligence. And they do seem very mature, so that's great. All right, and remember, not all of these are going to resonate. Just take what resonates, leave anything that doesn't. Listen to your intuition. Who is this person? Okay. Okay, is that too much? Oh my god, that was a lot of cards. We have fashionable or aesthetic. They may care about their appearance, even if they're dressing like how everyone else dresses. They go out of their way to like buy nice shoes, I'm seeing, or things like that. We have same height or shorter. We have nice. This person comes off as very nice, friendly, maybe. They have distinct hobbies. Okay, so they may have a very interesting hobby that not a lot of people have, whatever that may be. Outgoing. Yeah, I am getting a very, very friendly vibe from this person. They may pride themselves on how friendly they are. We have entertainer and beauty. They could also just be into the entertainment and beauty industry. That would be like movies and makeup and things like that, whatever. Wavy or curly hair. Works with hands or body. Okay, so they could either like work out or be into some sort of hobby or career where they would be working with their hands. We have fashionable. No. Okay, this is interesting. You have fashionable and aesthetic, but then you also have the opposite card, which is fashionable. No. And so I do think, like, again, I'm getting this vision of like they care about buying nice things, but they're not the type of person to have their own unique style. Does that make sense? So they may follow trends or spend a lot of money on like designer brand name things, but it's like if you were to look at them, it's just you look like a background character. Okay, we have not that smart. Wow. It's funny that we have all these cards that are like, they're so intelligent, but they're not that smart. I understand what this combination means, okay? They could be very book smart or have a lot of experiences, a lot of like knowledge and wisdom, but like they may be not as intelligent when it comes to like relationships, emotions, or common sense. Like they could be book smart, sure, but they might not be like street smart. We have muscles and fitness, or it could be the opposite for some of you. They could be very street smart, very intuitive. Well, no, I'm not really feeling that for a lot of you though. Maybe not. Muscles and fitness, they may be into fitness right now. And hometown, okay, very interesting. Now, I was distinctly getting that they are not originally from where you guys met. Maybe you live in your hometown and they live there now. Or like you live in the area you grew up in and now they live there now and they're really embodying that right now, but they're not originally from there. Does that make sense? They could be like a transplant. So that may resonate for some of you. For others of you, they very much could be from your hometown. I guess that is an option, but I'm just letting you know what I'm intuitively feeling here. It's someone not from your hometown or not from the place that you call home, and they live there now, or you may have met at a distance. This person is a bit of a mystery. See, it's hard to do a reading on them because honestly, their energy feels very normal. They feel like almost if you took everyone in the planet and you had like an algorithm, like come up with the most average person. I feel like that would be who this person's trying to be. Obviously, everybody has their own unique personality, so... All right, let's see what else comes out. Oh my god, that was a lot of cards too. All right. We have November. The month of November may be significant for your connection with them, or they could be born in November, or you could be born in November. They do have Scorpio, Sagittarius, so wouldn't be surprised. We have the initial N. This could be first, last, or middle name for you or them, or this could be the first initial of a certain city, town, or country. We have polite. Okay, very polite person, not wanting to offend anyone. The month of June is significant as well. Again, could have met them during June, could have been a significant month, or there could be a birthday. Organized. Successful. Okay, that's the second time the word success is coming out. So, and we have the camel spirit and the hierophant. I feel like this person is very traditionally successful. They could have a very nice job, and be setting themselves up for success with like investments and property, things like that. We have the initial W. We have serious. I can get a serious energy from them as well. I do see that. And we have South America. And by serious, I mean like business serious, you know, like they're all business. All right. This person's very unique. Here's another thing that I'm getting just from my own intuition. I feel like every time you look at this person, they look kind of different. How do I even explain this? Like they have different faces. You've noticed. Does anyone know what I'm talking about right now? If you don't, like, I'm probably gonna sound so crazy, but there are just some people whose faces look different at like different angles, or every time you see them, they could have like 3 different faces. Does this make sense? Am I making sense right now? So if you know what I'm talking about, that may be another sign of who this person is. But let's dive into how you know this person. As I'm cleaning up these cards, let me tell you what I'm picking up right now. I feel like this person's hard to get a read on because they change a lot. Like this person changes with the trends, I feel. And you wouldn't necessarily pin them to be someone who follows trends, but I feel that this is someone who it's like they are constantly changing who they are and evolving, adapting. And I feel like they're extremely adaptable with the people around them and the environment they're in. They're almost like a chameleon. So it's really difficult for me right now to get a clear reading on who this person is at the core, because you may not even know who this person is at the core. Very, very interesting. It's almost like they immerse themselves in whatever they're learning, whatever they're doing, the people around them. You know, they're not very individualistic. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. Now this is coming out as one of the cards for how you know them. So there is an element here of like waiting around, waiting for this person. Or, when will this person notice me? All right, we need to get more information. This is a mystery. I feel like this is going to be one of those readings where I'm just lost, and then like towards the end of the reading, everything's going to click together and we're like, oh my gosh, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. I feel like you might not be talking to this person right now. There is an element here for a lot of you. You may not really know this person, to be honest. They could feel like a stranger right now, whether you did know each other, did interact with each other, and now you're not really contacting each other, or you're just like, or they're not on your radar right now. And I'm getting a feeling here of like, when will group number 3 notice me? Or when will group number 3 talk to me again? It's been a while since we've had our last communication. This person is waiting for you to communicate, but it's like, why would you communicate? I feel like it's weird. I don't know. All right, we need to get more information, guys. We have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Again, there's a lot of feelings of waiting. If you knew this person and had like dated them or saw them in a more romantic or sexual light, I feel like this person, I'm getting a very specific scenario here where it's like they refuse to acknowledge the potential, the romantic potential in people until they feel like their success has been met, until they feel like they're done school, they got their career together, they bought their house, blah, blah, blah. In their mind, there's like this order of things that need to be done first. And that could be very, very frustrating. And to be honest, like, I think that's dumb. Like, life doesn't work that way. Life's not going to work according to your specific plan, you know? Life will hand you what you need when you need it. And so that may have gone in the way of things developing any further. Or I am getting a very specific circumstance here for some of you where this person may be from a culture where there is arranged marriages. And so they already know that they're going to have an arranged marriage. And so even though they're fantasizing about you, and you may or may not have even like dated or flirted or whatever with this person, there's that sort of thing lingering in the background, like, oh, this isn't going to go anywhere. That's very interesting. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, this person is slowly but surely getting their crap together. Interesting. Very interesting. And now I'm wondering if for some of you, if you did know this person and like had something with them, I am wondering if there was a concern in their mind about how you would get along with their family. So you guys may be from very different cultures, different backgrounds, or they may be very traditional. You may not be very traditional, you know? So, we have the Sun, love. They do love you. This is more than just sexual. This is romantic as well. They're very, very happy that you exist. Temperance. Oh my gosh, their feelings for you are very, very strong. All right, now things are heating up. Wow, this may have been how your relationship evolved as well. You may have met this person, and at first they may not have taken you very, very seriously because, again, they're this traditional person. They're like, oh, well, you know, I don't have my career together, or, you know, I don't know if my family would approve of this person, or, you know, something stupid like that. And so they didn't really put much stock into you at first. But then, of course, your glowing, beautiful personality warmed them up, and now they're finding themselves quite in love with you. And it's interesting how these cards are next to each other like this. Look at this. This is them, Knight of Pentacles, sort of like trying to build their life up, take this traditional path in life. And notice how he's like looking over at this sun here. And this is like a beautiful, beautiful person with their arms up, like just free. You are free. Here's the thing, guys. If you select group number 3, you are a free thinking individual. Okay. And you may not have taken the traditional path in life. You created your own life path for yourself, your own happiness. And this person, it's almost like they're stuck in the matrix. They're stuck in this certain way of thinking. I'm not trying to say they're like a robot, but it's like their spirit is like sleeping. The veil is very thick for them, okay? They just let their subconscious mind kind of control what they do in life. And since, society tells them you must do this, you must do that, that's what they do. And then they interact with you. They see you, this free-thinking individual who really just has a beautiful life, beautiful energy. And, you don't subscribe to certain ways of thinking that are stupid. Okay, you don't subscribe to these ways that society tells us to think and behave. You think for yourself, and what you're thinking, what you're doing for yourself makes a lot more sense than what they're doing. They look at you and they're like, group number 3 is like totally non-judgmental. They think for themselves. They don't have these, prescribed ways of looking at people and looking at life. They didn't take the traditional path, and it worked for them, and they're happy and they're successful, and they're just like enthralled by you. And they're like, wow, they are proof that, or you, group number 3, is proof that you don't have to, do everything you're told. Wow. You woke this person up spiritually. You triggered a spiritual awakening within them. And, your essence, your being, your energy is everything that they need to be embodying right now, which is why they're so entranced by you. We feel really drawn in to the people who can teach us something, whose soul and their soul's wisdom is what we need, okay? And that could be good or bad. You can be, drawn into someone via anger, like you're mad at them, you don't like them, you're annoyed by them. And the fact that you are having this emotional response to them still shows that they have something to teach you. There's something that they have that you need to embody. Now, they're enthralled in you in a very positive way. Obviously, they are fantasizing about you. They are in love with you, essentially. In love with your spirit, in love with you, with what you did with your life. And then we have the Temperance card here, which shows that these feelings are very, very, very deep, and they're trying to hold it together. They're trying to not let you sway them from their path, but now it's like they're trying to focus on their work or their school or whatever the heck they're doing right now, whatever point in their in their path, their prescribed path that they're at, they're getting distracted. Like they're trying to study or work or save or whatever, and they find themselves nonstop thinking about you. And like, oh, well, what if I was just with them instead? What if this? What if that? It's overwhelming for them, and they're trying to stay on this path a lot. So let's see what happens next. We have, oh my gosh, the Empress in reverse. Exactly. I feel like you are this Empress for them. Even if you're a man, just keep following. You are literally, first off, there's something very spiritually awakening within you. Group number 3, like goddess energy, God energy. You are free thinking. You manifest your reality. And there is this sort of like raw sort of beauty about you. Very primal, earthly beauty about you. I don't know how to describe this. Like, they don't think that you're just an average person. They're like, how did I find this beautiful, like, wood nymph running through? Like, I'm seeing this mystical being. They literally view you as this mystical being who was, born of soil and plant and sunlight and magic, and you just emerged nude from the ocean. And like, how do I I'm trying to find the word to describe this. You are very, like, I keep wanting to use the word primal. Like, there's a primal beauty about you. Earth magic, spirit magic beauty about you. I don't know. I feel like there's a word to describe this. Etheric, maybe. An etheric, divine type of beauty about you. Okay, this person thinks you're attractive, long story short. And the Empress is in reverse, though, so I feel like you guys aren't together, or you're not even speaking at this moment in time. And this could be their own fault, or this could just be that they never actually approached you. That's what I'm seeing here. They either rejected you, before they even, it's almost like they rejected you. It's easier to reject you instead of like trying to be with you and then being rejected or failing or having you set them off of their set path in life. Does that make sense? It's like they rejected you before you could reject them. And it's not that they wanted to reject you. That is like by far the opposite of what they want to do. It was self-sabotage here. They're self-sabotaging themselves because they're afraid that A, you're going to reject them, or B, like you guys do end up together, it ends up not working out, it ends up being very toxic, the biggest heartbreak of their life because they're enthralled by you and there's so many strong emotions here. Or like in the midst of that, they're thrown off of their path, and it's like their attraction to you is like earth-shattering. I would not be surprised if the tower came out or something like that. Like it was a huge, I don't want to say distraction, but it was unexpected for them and it really threw them off. Wow. All right, let's get some more. How do they know you? Strength reversed. Exactly. Well, it's almost like a sideways, but it is in reverse. This person didn't have the balls to approach you or, deepen this connection if you were like dating them. I don't think it really reached that next level. They self-sabotaged because they were scared. All right. They were scared. Opposite of strong. They were weak. They were a little bit of a coward. Okay. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. All right. And there could have been all other forms of cowardice that affected this connection. If you did date, they could have been, like I said, afraid to introduce you to their family. And it's like, stop being a little pussy about it. Sorry, guys. We have 9 of Swords reversed. This haunts them. You haunt them. You're like a ghost in their mind. You really do. Enchanting. That's a word that would describe you to them. Enchanting. You enchant their mind. Some of you, if you do practice witchcraft, and this person knows that, I'm going to be honest with you, they may not be as knowledgeable about that as you are, but they are convinced that you put some sort of spell on their mind. I'm not even joking right now. They are convinced that you like hexed them with your good looks or something. And you probably didn't. You probably didn't. This is just who you are. Okay. Moving on. Let's see. We have the Star. Yeah. You're like a dream to this person. This is a frustrating reading. This person frustrates me because it's like you are literally their dream person. Okay? And here's the thing. I don't think you would know that, guys, because this person is just coming off as like, it's almost like even if you're bitter, I don't know how you're feeling. This isn't a reading about you, but like you may be bitter that this person like rejected you or like didn't want this to work out or whatever. And you may not even think like you're literally their dream person. You may be thinking, oh, they just want some normal girl or normal guy that they can bring home to their family and blah, 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 blah. And no, that's actually false. You are literally someone who came from their dreams. Their true soul that lies within, underneath all of this, normalcy, all of this trying to fit in, you are their soul mate. Does that make sense? And I feel like you feel this as well. Like who they are within, who they are on the inside. You guys are very, very compatible and like literally like made for each other here. However, they have very, very thick layers of societal conditioning and complacency, going with the flow, doing what everyone else is doing, following trends. What's that word? Oh my gosh, I can't think of any words right now. I need to keep drinking my tea, guys. I just woke up. What is that word? When you try to fit in, it starts with a C. Leave it down below. Oh my gosh, comment it. I can't remember right now. It's gonna come to me after this reading. All right, how do you guys know each other? Man, this is gonna bother me. But yeah, you're literally their dream. And I feel like they still fantasize about you, like having a future with you. And, you know, in their weird, messed up mind, I feel for some of you, they may be giving you the impression that they want to focus on their career or like investments, getting a house, getting their life together like that. And they may be low-key hoping that you're still going to be available when they do all that. Isn't that weird? First off, that's naive. That is totally naive. You're not waiting around. I don't care. I'm telling you right now, group number 3, you're better than that. You're not waiting around for this person. If they want you, they can take you right now. You know, who cares if they're still working on their lives? So are you. We all are. There's never going to be a perfect moment for anything. Oh my God. Everyone drink some water. Get yourself a hydration source. Yeah, this is a nice slow morning. Queen of Cups reverse. I feel like the longer they delay things and like try keeping you waiting around or just not be in communication. Here's the thing. I feel like they're going to try, if you're not in communication right now, they're going to try reaching out to you after they've done everything that they need to do in their little timeline, and you're not going to be available. Queen of Swords reversed, Queen of Cups reversed. You are already losing attraction. Yeah, Ace of Cups came out in reverse as I was shuffling, as I was saying that. You are losing affection towards this person. You are losing attraction towards this person the more that time goes on. We started with the Hangman in reverse here. Remember that. This person is not giving you anything to go off of. Like, they're so worried about their own timing of things. And in their mind, they're like, okay, group number 3, I'm going to go after them after I do this. They're not even thinking like, you know, the fact that group number 3, you, could be totally uninterested by the time that they do that. They're not even worried about what you are feeling here. And here's the thing. If you did date this person in the past or interact with them, you gave them so much emotional security. You know, you went out of your way to make them know that you can trust them. Like, you may have said like, okay, you can, you know, view my phone, or you're very good at communicating, like, I'm gonna go see this person, this is what we're doing. And, you know, you always included them, like always invited this person. You may have introduced them to friends, to possibly family. Maybe it didn't reach that level, I don't know. Like the way you communicate, people trust you because you make sure that you're communicating very, very clearly, very well, and that there's no room for people to doubt, no room for people to be anxious. I feel like you're very aware of how not to trigger relationship anxiety in other people. You are extremely thoughtful when it comes to that. Now, oh my God, I think group number 1 had a very similar message. Because you gave them that emotional security, they didn't look at that consciously enough and say, oh, this person is very, very thoughtful, I should return the favor. They viewed that as, okay, group number 3 is always so nice and warm and affectionate, like, I'll just like focus on my life right now, and then when I'm done, you know, doing these things, they're gonna be here, and, you know, I'm just gonna pursue them then. And that's not the case. That you're not naive. You're nice, not naive. Okay, that's what they're mistaking here. They are naive. I see that for sure. That they're thinking that you're still going to be around, waiting for them like a puppy dog. No. And they're not even concerned, I see, about like trying to impress you, is what I'm seeing here. Like, they're not even trying to. It's not even a thought in their mind that you could lose attraction to them or like not want them in the future, which is so mind baffling to me. And this person's mind is really, really weird because, you know, they could have been with you. I feel the opportunity was there. And, you know, as they're working on their goals or whatever the heck, you guys could have kept building intimacy, getting to know each other more, and you guys could have, you know, they could have kept like impressing you and developing that love and everything. But they're like, I'm not ready for marriage right now. I'm not ready for this long-term serious thing. They overthought it, okay? And it's almost offensive because it's like, why did you might be like, why did you think I was offering that in the first place? Like, I don't know you like that. Like, you gotta impress me first. You gotta take me out first. Like, what? This person, their mind is working in weird ways here. Wow. Now, if you didn't date this person at all, you just don't know who they are, really, is what I'm seeing. Or you don't really talk to them. And they have this whole plan in their head, like, oh, I'm gonna, pursue a serious relationship with them when I'm done this and that and this and that. And it's like, they're not even thinking about you and the fact that you also need to want it and like be attracted to them. They're just like, it's weird. All right, moving on. We have the Tower, right? I said this earlier, this card was going to come out, and here it is. And it's coming out in the same area where we were talking about, like, their attraction to you was so, like, earth-shattering and distracting and groundbreaking. You really, like, shook this person to the core and triggered a spiritual awakening within them. You made them realize, like, oh, I don't have to do everything the way that, society tells me to do it. Like, because group number 3 made their own life and they're happy, they're thriving. They're one of the most glowing people I know. One of the most free people I know. They are in love with your sense of freedom and confidence. All right, 2 more cards. How do you guys know each other? 10 of Pentacles. It's so weird. Oh my gosh. First off, they may also appreciate your career or like family or home life, like what you've built for yourself. This person daydreams about, a more traditional type of relationship with you where you share a home and, family or whatever, all that stuff. And it's just a fantasy in their head. What can I say? Final card out. How do they know you? You know what? This person is kind of giving me delusional a little bit. They're a little delulu over you. Like, oh, we're going to plan this and that and this and that. It's like, honey, you need to like be available in the present moment. They're sitting here planning your whole future romance. And it's like, what are they doing in the present moment though? Queen of Wands, this is you again. All right, you are happy on your own, with your own life. You're glowing, you're thriving. Some of you may be very like entrepreneurial or innovative, a leader in your career. You really carved out your own life path. You are independent, very, very passionate, very sensual, all of that stuff. Like they love it about you. And, you're multifaceted. They're attracted to you in this like primal, animalistic, like raw sense, but then also this like loving, cute, familial sense. Have you ever heard of the Madonna whore complex, where sometimes like men only view women as the Madonna, this motherly virgin figure or whore? I feel like that does not apply to you with this person. Like they see you in like all aspects. Like they are sexually, animalistically attracted to you, and also they see you in this beautiful, like loving way. Oh my gosh, this person's like weird, a little delusional. I'm not gonna lie. Like they have all these big feelings towards you, but at the same time they're like, okay, this would be good to explore, once I get my life. And it all comes back to them being the camel spirit. Oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. They're in it for the long term, and they're looking at this way, way, way too in the long term, to the point where they're actually like neglecting the present moment opportunity they have with you. Wow. They're just like looking like 10, 20 years into the future. Okay, when I'm done with this degree, when I'm done, settling into a job, a career, or a home, or some sort of investment, or this or that, then I will pursue group number 3. And group number 3, from what I'm seeing here, you're being represented by the Sun, by the Queen of Wands. You're not that patient. Like, you're living in the present moment, which you should do, honestly. Like, you shouldn't wait around for someone. You're living in life in the present moment because life is too short. I feel like this person must not have had any like near-death experiences or any like major traumatic thing, like losing a close loved one or almost losing someone close to them, or any major run-ins with death, really, because, the way that they're looking at life, they don't realize how easy it is to die. You know, they don't realize how their life could end tomorrow and they wouldn't know it. You know, anything can happen. And it's frustrating because I feel if you're really into this person, it is extremely frustrating because first off, they're not appreciating you and the opportunity that exists in the present moment. And additionally, they're just like covered in this thick layer of normalcy, and I still can't think of that word. Oh my gosh. It's when you're trying to fit in. Oh my gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue. I keep wanting to say complacency, but that's not it. Let me know in the comments. All right. They keep trying to fit in, and it's frustrating for you because your souls are very aligned with each other. It's like you and your outward expression is everything that they want to be on the inside, but they don't allow themselves to be. That's why they're so drawn into you, like very, very powerful. And I want to say this feeling isn't going anywhere anytime soon. It's going to be around for a while. And some of you would be very shocked, I feel, to like if you were to just listen in on their thoughts and their plans here, you'd be very shocked because it's like they're planning this whole future with you, but they're not talking to you. They're not like including you and like, hey, do you want this? Or like, let's work towards this. You may not even be with this person. It is weird. It is very weird. Oh man, strange stuff. And they're going to be in for a rude awakening. I feel when they finally feel ready for this, and you may possibly be already like moved on, like deleted their number a long time ago. Like, who are you again? Like, what are you talking about? This is strange stuff. And if you were with this person, you know, it may have ended because it was stuck in a situationship phase where they were like, oh, let's like take our time. You know, we don't need to commit right now, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, yeah, I'm not getting played. No, thanks. And, you know, you may have even questioned, is this person a player? Are they trying to play me? What the heck? Why would they want to wait? And the answer is, no, they're actually not. But, and I just saw 2828, that's confirmation. They're actually not. They are just delusional. And they think it's normal to just, you know, wait a super long time. So yeah, moving on. We're going to get some channeled messages from this person. If they were like completely, well, first we're going to get from the Lover's Oracle, and we're just going to see what comes out here. But if they were completely open and honest about their feelings towards you, and they were to tell you what those feelings were, we're going to see what they would say to you about their feelings, their fantasies, everything. This person is, I don't even think it's a fantasy. I think they're literally planning to have this whole life with you later. But here's the thing, they keep procrastinating. And it's like they're not strong enough to deal with the issues in the present moment. Like if they want to be with you, they're going to have to overcome their fear of not fitting in, first and foremost. Their fear of like how their family would react or whatever, I don't know. And it's weird. And first off, that's almost offensive to hear, you know, like if they ever expressed concerns about how their family would feel about you, isn't that like kind of offensive? Like, all right. And if your family doesn't approve, are you going to take their side? Like what? But yeah, it's like, no, it's like they're procrastinating what they should be doing in the present moment. They're like, oh, when I have my life figured out and all that, like, whatever. Oh, this person's complicated. This is one of the cards that came out, and it says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Okay, so we are acknowledging that there is space here. I think this person is neglecting the closeness aspect, though. They should be talking to you and, you know, maintaining a connection with you and, you know, trying to woo you in a sense. You know, in relationships, we have to impress our partners. We have to constantly like share new experiences with them, memorable experiences with them in order to keep the warmth alive. If we just focus on our own individual lives and we don't share any new memories or experiences, that attraction is going to die down. I don't feel like it's dying down for them anytime soon. However, it's dying down for you because I feel like your essence alone, like you're constantly doing interesting things in life and living your best life. So it's like that spark, that passion, it's always there for them, but it's like not there for you because they're not doing the same. So this is the second card that came out, and it says time. Oh my gosh, you are trying too hard. Give it time. This is the third card that came out. And it says, beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. I wish I could send this message to your person. Like, I really do, because this is exactly what they need to hear here. Everything they're enthralled about in you is what is lurking within them that they put to sleep. It's the qualities within themselves that they pushed down to the bottom and refuse to let come up. And that's why they're so enthralled by you. Equally so, the fears of, their family or like what people will say if you guys are together, that again is their own projection of themselves, their own fear of not fitting in, their own conformity. That's the word. Oh my God, finally. Conformity. They have fears of not conforming. And when they express to you or just kind of give you the vibe that they're afraid of like what people will think, whatever, it's because that's their own crap. It's not a reflection of you at all. That is their own fear of not conforming, not fitting in. And if they wanted to be with you, which they do, they're going to have to overcome that fear of not conforming, A, and B, they're going to have to embrace these light qualities they see in you, but within themselves. And instead of doing that, I feel like they're just procrastinating. And I feel like this person's family or culture that they came from really messed them up. Like, this feels very traditional, okay? It feels like a very traditional type of culture where their value was oftentimes equated to what they bring to the table in terms of career, in terms of money, in terms of that stuff. It's like, okay, once you have your own job and degrees and, your own house, then you can make your own decisions. But you're not allowed to have your own personality until then. This person messed up. And I feel like you're just like, why do you care so much about what your family says? Why do you care so much about what people think when those same people didn't even allow you to be yourself? So they're just projecting their own fears. And I will say, group number 3, I see the light in this person, and I see how you could see the beautiful aspects within them and how trauma and being raised in a toxic environment created this. However, that doesn't excuse this type of behavior, and you deserve a lot better. You deserve someone who is going to embrace you and show you off to the world and not give you the opportunity at all to lose feelings for them. You deserve someone who wants to take you out, who wants to show you off, who wants to, tell everyone around them and scream out to the world how much they love you. You deserve someone who meets you and they're like, I can't let this person slip away at all. I don't care if I'm not ready. I'll make it work. That's who you deserve, not this person. So there's a lesson in self-love here. It's just a sad situation though, because I feel like there was a lot of potential here. This person, it's sort of like this person is a divine counterpart. So like if you're divine feminine, this is like a divine masculine counterpart of you. If you were like, raised in a different environment, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Like it's you if you had a more traditional, constrictive upbringing. So that's why I feel like a lot of you are drawn into this person as well. But, I don't know. It says, I am scared of heartbreak and I have my walls up. Exactly. We touched on that earlier. We will grow apart in time. This is just a fact. I don't necessarily think this is your person saying that. It's just a fact. And we do see that with the Ace of Cups reversed, the Queen of Cups reversed, and they're letting that happen. You know, they're letting it happen by not giving to you and trying to impress you. This is what's going to happen. You're going to lose feelings for them. And I do feel like in their mind as well, they're acknowledging like, okay, well, I need to focus on my own stuff. I need to get my career together, blah, 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 you know, the whole dumb stuff. And in their mind, they're even saying like, if group number 3 still wants me by the time all that's done, that's great. You know, there is a chance that they may not still want me. So they're consciously acknowledging that their behavior could very well lead you to move on, but they're not doing anything about it. And I think that's weird. I don't like that. And I think this is just confirmation. And you know as well, like, I will move on and not be interested. The longer this takes, the longer, you know, we're not in contact, or the longer, whatever. It's going to happen. My past was toxic. I'm still healing. Please be patient with me. This is what your person is requesting of you. Now, I just want to clarify here, just because this is a reading does not mean this is like a spirit. This isn't a spirit guide asking you to do this. This is like their 3D self that you know in this lifetime. This is what they are kind of asking of you telepathically, is what I'm seeing here. And is that fair of them to ask? Should be the question. Like, everyone has baggage. Everyone has a past. Everyone's healing. Everyone's working on themselves. This journey of self-work and self-growth will never end in this lifetime, because the whole point of life is to grow and evolve. You're never going to feel ready. And this person is wanting you to sort of just wait around for them. You know, it's like in their ideal world, they could just put a pause on you as a person and your life and the fact that you're a human with your own needs and wants and everything. They just want to pause you, work on themselves, get their career, their money, their everything together. And then when they feel ready, like, put you on play again and then resume this. But there's something about that just doesn't sit 100% right with me. Like, I see the light in this person and they're a great person. I do see that. But it doesn't sit right with me, because it's like, are they fully seeing you as a human being with needs and wants and, you know, your own desires? Are they fully respecting you as this free soul that they so love? You know, I don't know. It's weird. They just wish they could put you on pause and then unpause you when they're ready. And my advice for you, group number 3, would be to just carry on with life as a single person, okay? And, you know, don't actually put your life on pause for this person, your life on hold, okay? Now, if you just so happen to be single and you know, this person eventually comes back around and you want to give it a try, that's one thing, but don't wait on it. You know, don't daydream about it, don't expect it, etc. You get the point. All right, going once, going twice. We're going to get very direct, channeled messages from this person. If they were completely open and honest with you about their feelings, what would they say? We have the Hermit. I need my independence and alone time. Yeah, single life, needing time and space, needing more time and space, a quiet life, self-exploration. I am healing myself right now. This person is saying, like, I'm not gonna give you anything right now, essentially. All right, we have the Ace of Swords. I want to talk things through and figure out where this is going because I love you. Yeah, we see that for sure. They definitely love you. There's no doubt about that. And I think they will eventually try reaching back out to you unless they see that you are in a relationship with someone else or you have moved on. And again, do not wait for this communication to come through. We have the Three of Wands. I want to be weird with you, travel with you, experience life together, and reach our goals. See, this is what I don't understand. They're saying that, and it's like, you're always going to have goals you're working on. You can't just put relationships on pause because you have those goals, you know? We have the Seven of Cups. I don't know what I want. I overthink everything. I daydream about this connection, but I have a hard time trusting my emotions. Exactly. And we have confirmation right here. They're fantasizing about you. There's confusion, great opportunities to grow, but they're not making decisions. Exactly. It's like the universe, it's weird. The universe handed them this golden opportunity to be with you, and they're an idiot. Like they, no offense. And we saw that in the beginning. Remember, it was like they're very, very smart, but they're also not intelligent. You know, remember we saw that? Like, this is what I'm talking about. They could like speak 10 languages, have 27 degrees, you know, and know so much about so many different topics, but they were straight up an idiot with how they handled you. Okay. And they were given an opportunity. Life handed them a lemon, and they just sat there and stared at the lemon and stared at the lemon, and they were thinking to themselves, oh, you know, this would be cool to one day make lemonade with this. And then they just kept staring at it, and the lemon is rotting. Okay. The lemon is not feeling good about this situation the longer time passes. They're like, oh yeah, I'll make lemonade with this one lemon eventually, sometime after, you know, I make a whole business plan for a lemonade stand and do this and that and this and that and this and that. And, you know, I prepare myself. It's like they're over preparing. And then by the time they're ready, the lemon has rotted so much that it's not even existing anymore. It's just a pile of like decomposed matter. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yep. All right. We have the 5 of Wands. I am jealous. I feel like I have to compete for you. Again, this gets on. Oh, guys, look at this. You see what this says up here? Feeling like your family/friends won't like me. And then same thing in reverse. This is confirmation. They are terrified of what their family would think of you and what your family and friends would think of them. That was another like huge blockage here. Because they're like a coward, guys. I don't know what else to put it. Like, they're a nice person, but they have a lot of like emotional cowardice. And I feel like they have no right to be jealous, because here's the thing. It's like they had the opportunity to be with you if they wanted to take it. They had the opportunity to pursue this and talk to you if, you know, they just took it. So they have no right to be jealous when they see you going out and living your best life and possibly dating other people, flirting with other people. Like, you're not putting your life on hold. And if they wanted to be with you, they should have been with you. Okay. So they really have no room to be jealous. I feel like, again, this person is very naive, and they can't expect you to wait around. And I almost feel like they had that expectation, that entitlement. Like, okay, group number 3 should just wait for me. And this isn't like a conscious thought that they're having, but it's like, what did you expect was going to happen? You know? So yeah, that's your reading, guys. That's who's fantasizing about you. I don't feel like their feelings for you, their fantasies about you are going anywhere anytime soon. I do feel like if you were to publicly move on in life, like if you were to get into a relationship and like post about that and be very happy with that, I feel like they would move on then. But they are not gonna move on at all if they see that you are still single or still living your best life or anything like that. Does that make sense? So that's where they're at. I feel like you deserve better. I mean, if this person were to come up to you and say like, I was such an idiot and I had a great opportunity and I squandered it, and like, please forgive me, and like, let's focus on this now, and you wanted it, I feel like that would be the only scenario where this might work. If you were still interested, that is. But I don't really foresee that happening unless they somehow were to get their life together like very, very shortly, you know. So thank you guys for joining me. Comment how this resonated down below. I'd love to hear your stories and everything. So fun, so exciting. I need the tea, so please leave it. I live from the tea. And like this video, subscribe. If you're new here, welcome. I post pick a card readings very regularly, at least once a week. And I also started doing like single readings. So by single readings, I mean like you just click on the video, watch the reading. It's not like you pick a card. and sometimes I chat about things. So yeah, subscribe to that. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my goddess energy intention oil there and my spiritual life coaching sessions there. So check it out. Bye-bye.